Hello. I am delighted to welcome you back for these upcoming concerts with the Kansas City Symphony in our subscription series for a couple of reasons, not the least of which is to welcome my great friend and one of the great musicians of the world, Emmanuel Pahud, principal flutist of the Berlin Philharmonic and a renowned soloist all over the world. He is not often to be heard in concert with orchestra in the United States. It is a rare treat, and he is with us for these 3 concerts over the weekend with the Kansas City Symphony, and it's something absolutely fantastic. Not only because he's a close friend and one of the great musicians of the world, but because together we are going to be presenting the world premiere of a new concerto that was written expressly for him by the Italian composer Luca Lombardi. He studied and lived and did a lot of work in Germany, but he also has lived for a long time just outside of Rome, and he has this Middle Eastern influence as well. So his music brings together a lot of these different impulses. And at the same time, I think it's going to be a great vehicle for Emmanuel's unbelievable virtuosity. Emmanuel is one of these musicians who transcends the instrument that he plays. Yes, he is a flutist, and he is a great flutist. There is no question about it. But as you listen to him, you forget the flute, and all you hear is music. That is the sign of only the greatest virtuosi. People who make you forget the mechanical limitations or the physical difficulties of playing on their instrument, and all they are vehicles for the musical expression at hand. It is an incredible privilege to be able to play anything with him, and to be able to create this new piece is utterly wonderful. So using this sort of Italian theme, but also the humor and the excitement and the fun of it, I've chosen a program which includes a great Rossini overture, the Silken Ladder, La Scala di Seta, which is typical Rossini. It's all champagne and Skittles and, well, I should say Skittles and beer, but I actually mean Skittles and champagne, and or maybe Prosecco, that would be more Italian. Delicacy, ethereal transparency, and a great deal of wit. And that wit is carried over also to the Beethoven Symphony, the one that we're playing on this program, which is the 8th Symphony, which Beethoven, in fact, said publicly was superior even to his great 7th Symphony, which had a much greater success with critics at the time of its premiere. In fact, Beethoven was a little annoyed that they did not embrace the 8th Symphony, which is a slighter, shorter, more modest construction than the 7th, with the same fervor and the same delight that he wrote it. He wrote it very quickly, but it is a masterpiece of form and substance in the most economical ways, with an enormously exciting rhythmic drive, especially in the last movement. It really is, it's a challenge to really bring off lightly, to bring off well, because you need to capture all of that innocent bounce and ebullience and buoyancy of the music, and really still adhere accurately to what is written in the score. But the challenge is what makes bringing that piece to life so much fun. And to finish, one of the great romantic, wonderfully excessive masterpieces of Tchaikovsky, Francesca da Rimini, which of course is a much more narrative, much more emotionally romantic, overtly romantic piece than anything else on the program, but seems to fit also in the Italian theme of the program. Lots of excitement in this music, and a lot of rhythmic drive, and a lot of fun for the orchestra to play, and I hope it's fun that will transcend across the stage and into the audience and be as much of a joy for the audience to listen to. So come down and share the experience with us. We'd love to see you there.